So I'm at my nephew's house and I saw a YouTube video of a man in a different country. He fried an egg in boiling water. And so we got to discussing poached eggs, runny eggs, and different ways to make eggs. So my nephew said, I know how to make the egg that you put on top of the noodles and you split it and the yolk is still runny. Whatever the name of that, I can't think of the name of that. But I said, I don't like eating eggs like that. And then one of my nephews said he'll eat a runny egg. And then so anyway, we just got so into this conversation about the runny egg. So my oldest nephew, Caden, decided he would try to make this runny egg, and he is preparing his skillet for the egg right now, which there is so many ways to prepare egg I did not know, like the hot water instead of grease. So here he didn't do it right because the yolk came out. I don't think the yolk, I don't, yeah, so the second one is right. The first one, it wasn't supposed to split. So that was his first mistake with the egg. So I always only do scrambled with cheese because I don't like no runny egg at all. I would barf if I had to have a runny egg. I can't do it. I've seen people do it, but I can't. I don't want to do it. But anyway, like I said, I'm at my nephew's house and he's taking on the challenge. He also has biscuits going in the air fryer, and they were talking complete junk. That's why I had to mute the conversation, because they were completely talking junk. So once again, he didn't scramble it. He just gonna let it cook. I don't know the difference between the poached egg. Hold on. Let me see. Can I look up Google on my phone? There it is. It's downloading. Poached egg. I'm trying to use the microphone. Poached egg. Okay, so yeah, that's...
Here's a summary from the Pioneer Woman. Directions. 1. 1. Bring a pot of water to a gentle boil, then salt the water. 2. 2. With a spoon, begin stirring the boiling water in a large, circular motion. 3. 3. When the water is swirling like a tornado, add the eggs. 4. 4. Cook for about 2.5 to 3 minutes. And 5. 5. Using a slotted spoon, remove the egg to a plate.
Okay. And then we're going to try different ways to make eggs runny. See how to cook eggs 10 ways. Over medium, sunny side up, perfect scrambled, and over easy. Is what it's saying. Omelet. It's a bunch of different ways. I'm only thinking for myself, boiled and scrambled. That's how I like it. But yeah, there's sunny side up. And I think that the poach is what we were trying to. But yeah, right here, he flips the egg, which I don't think he was supposed to do that. He was supposed to. That was our debate. He was supposed to just let it still stay runny. And then my other nephew said he would eat the runny part with a biscuit. It was kind of like a dare. But my nephew did end up eating this egg that my other nephew made. But once again, it was supposed to be a little bit runny. That was the dare. And he was the only one going to eat the egg because everybody else had eaten something else. But anyways, there are so many ways. But I'm 50 years old, and that was online was my first time seeing someone do eggs in hot water. And then they put this sauce on the eggs. Eggs fried in hot water with red sauce. Let me see if it pull up. You know how you find a video and then you can't go back to it or find it?
It's not giving the real drip effect.
Right.
So when I did try to find the video that I saw originally, it didn't pop up.
My money don't jiggle jiggle.
The video I
Oh,
saw was a non-American. He was cooking outside in a big pot, and they put red sauce on it. But I've seen all these videos with people cooking in water now that I've seen it once. So usually people take each other's ideas, or I just never heard of it. Now, with the egg sitting on top of your noodles and you crack that open, I haven't eaten that either. Like people say, try something you never tried before, but sometimes you don't have to, because last year I did zip lining. I never have to do that again. I was so scared. So I don't have to do this challenge with the eggs.
Every Chinese makes tomato and egg stir fry differently.
So this
there
one was
are
close and
1.402 billion
similar, but it
methods to
wasn't
make
quite
this
the
dish.
same
In my
as what I was
recipe, I
thinking.
remove the tomato skins because I don't want to see them tomorrow. Add half teaspoon of salt to 4 eggs. Stir fry over high heat.
It is
until
best to
half
have nonstick
cooked.
pans. See how
Garlic
runny her
and
eggs are? I do not like runny eggs. I like them well done. My steak, medium well. Because if you say well done on a steak, they're going to burn it. Yeah. So this is what I've been seeing the people do.
I'm a Barbie girl.
But anyway, our egg challenge is complete.
I was today years old when I learned you can cook scrambled eggs in boiling water. I was today years old when I learned you can cook scrambled
Trending silken egg recipe in China. Crack 5 eggs with your single hand. Brutally beat it. Water from Mississippi River. Stir well.
Edible ground meat.
Stir fry until color changes. Chili powder. Well mix it. Salt. Soy sauce. Evenly pour egg mixture in pot. Simmer for 10 minutes. Chopped green onion. Split into equal pieces with grandma's spatula. Done and dusted. Out of this world.
For this recipe, we're going to start off with 7 eggs. I'm going to be adding my eggs to very, very hot oil.
ఎత్తున్నా ఒక కవర్ తెచ్చుకున్నా అలా 2 లీటర్ నీళ్లు పోసుకున్నా ఇలా 4 గుడ్లు వేసుకుని కనబడుతున్నాయో కానీ మీకు ఒక 4 గుడ్లు